So what was some of that stuff you were talking about with the rat lung disease? You were saying that a guy said that he got it when he was just stepping on it or touching it?
Yeah, he actually picked up slugs. It was just putting it in a coffee can. He noticed his agave plant.
Yeah.
It was just covered. So all he did was pick it up, and then he said 10 days later he started feeling fever and sick and headache and nausea, and all he did was just pick it up and touch it and like throw it in the can.
So scientists said they can't prove that people can get rat lung disease by stepping on or touching, but this guy definitely claims that he did.
What they found is that they were, one thing they could definitely prove, because they tested it in his lab, was mice stepping on, basically contracting it. No, mice were actually just stepping on the slug and snail residue.
Mice or rats?
I think they said mice, and they were ingesting it. They were getting it that way, just from the secretions. So they don't even have to eat it or anything. Well,
one of the things I learned, one of the predators of not a slug, but a snail is actually a rat. And I've gone up into attics before and seen snail shells, empty snail shells, like kind of cracked open. So that's kind of crazy.
But it needs to complete the life cycle. The life cycle starts with the rat and its gut, and then it has to go to like a nematode or something, and then it has to have larvae, and then that's what the snail is like, completes the whole cycle. So that's what we're getting all that. And they said 80% of those snails in Hawaii actually contain the parasite that they've checked, and that was in 2014.
Yeah, 80%, wow.
80%, yeah.
So people get it by touching it. And
this guy said he stepped on it.
Yeah.
And then another guy said he stepped on it and he contracted it. But these people are saying, no, you actually have to eat raw snails and slugs. I'm like, who eats raw snails and slugs? So that doesn't make sense.
Maybe the French?
Well, they're not in Hawaii.
When we found out in the area, that we're not going to say the name, but they had a potluck, right?
Yeah.
And like 8 people got sick?
Yeah, it was like 9 people got sick.
9 people, wow. So I know that they're saying on average 9 people a year on the state, and I'm assuming that's all the islands get infected. This year is 2017. We're through the first quarter and we already have 11, I even heard 13 cases.
Well, I think it was 6 or 7 in Maui, and then 7 in Oahu, and then in the Big Island, I don't know how many.
Big Island seems like to be the most problematic, huh?
And it's like located in Central Port. It's like predominantly happening in the Puna area too, and Hilo.
Right where we wanted to go.
Yeah, and like think about that. That's like the most dense area of vegetation, Hilo, and well, growing, basically gardening and stuff, and a lot of farmer stands, like produce stands. Everyone's out there, and they're probably not making as much money because all these people don't want to get sick. No one's even eating raw vegetables anymore.
Yes, so that's what they're saying, huh? Just don't eat raw vegetables. And if you do, wash every single leaf, wash the fruit, wash everything.
They're not even doing that. The people that contracted this virus, this disease, are not even eating it. They're not even growing it. They don't want to touch it. They cook the crap out of everything. No more salads, nothing.
And one thing I heard is that, like, just because you're buying from Costco and stuff and it's shipped, it still doesn't mean anything. You still have to wash. So if like you have baby spinach or something, you got to wash every single little leaf.
Yeah,
again, from the grocery store.
I don't remember hearing anything about them buying their produce, but like most of these people were growing their own or getting it from the produce stand, and so now they're just kind of like, I could never get that again. I couldn't survive that again, so I'm just not even gonna eat it.
Yeah, some people committed suicide, huh? Yeah. Well, it makes sense that if you're buying stuff from a box store, like, grocery store too, that there's rats in there, so the rats could be running around, touching things, produce and things like that, unless it's locked in a Ziploc bag or something. Well,
that's what was crazy. The people that actually got sick from this, they were saying, I can't believe how strict they are with the quarantine on our dogs going back and forth. It's like a family pet that's well cared for, and they're not that strict on the food coming in and out with all the rats and things taking over the island and all these species, because there was another snail on the island. Now this one was introduced, I think, 11 years ago, and for some reason this one, it attacks this specific snail the most. Like, it's actually predominantly found in this snail, and it's a different species of snail, so that was brought in too. But then I actually heard cases like back 50 years ago of rat lung disease on this island. So
it came from East Asia and I think Africa.
Yeah,
the parasite.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary though. We can't even, it's not even that big of a deal. We're not even able to trace it specifically back, or we don't have enough evidence to say, yes, you could step on it, or yes.
Yeah.
That's just scary. Think about the snail crawling all over everything. People said they found their snails on their toothbrushes, crawling into crevices, and there could be 2 millimeters. 1 to 2 millimeters.
Tiny little guy.
Tiny little things, and you can't, and they're crawling all over all your stuff, especially in Hawaii. It was just wet and...
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting in your house and like...
And then with us, our kids putting everything in their mouth and always barefoot and always
with Violet being
outside.
Special needs, Lotus running around, like we can't even, our dream was to go pick fruit, harvest our own vegetables and stuff, just eat right off the land. Like now it's the case, like we'd have to go to our garden, pick vegetables, and pray that our children don't just pick a loquat off a tree and just eat it.
Yeah. I'm curious what those people would say about bringing a child like that to Hawaii who might have had this disease. Like I can't even imagine.
Well, that's what I heard was that the government or like the health officials or something were saying just to if you're going to put your child, especially like a 2-year-old outside, they should be under adult supervision to make sure they don't touch toys. Put toys in their mouth where the snails have been climbing over, and like what a big mess.
Yeah, I would just be living in fear and constant stress all the time. There's no way we could clean every little crevice and nook and cranny and everything that they climb. Like, that would, I don't know. Unless we're like locked inside.
Yeah. Is there anything else we can think of from our research before it gets too far? Like anything that we found? I mean,
I don't know. The biggest thing that concerned me was like the health risk that I mean, if it was just like a cough and a fever and a rash or something, that would be different. But the fact that you could die from this, go into a coma, be completely neurologically disabled for the rest of your life, like the fact that you want to kill yourself, and that people have killed themselves, like, and that you're living in fear for the rest of your life. These people want to move off the island.
Well, that's a worst case, because I hear some people, I wanted to add, is that they did heal themselves, they claim, drinking a tea. I don't know, it wasn't kombucha, it was something else.
But I don't know, I didn't read anything about that. This was mostly just focused on like the people that have had it and their experience, but I don't know, that just scares me. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff. I mean, maybe eventually we will in the States, but I don't want to go right in the midst of all this stuff, you know?
It sucks too, man. I really was like, hi Hazel. I was really like wanting to do this too, to move there. So that's pretty much our decision of why we're not moving to Hawaii. And I think that a lot of people are probably keeping it under wraps because of the tourism. You know, this stuff, people start blabbing their mouths off about this. It's like, it makes a lot of sense where, you know, Hawaii, that's like, I think like 80% of their income. There's no resources out there really for people to make money. So it all depends on tourism. So you start telling people that they can get this crazy disease, I think it would slow stuff down. So
big time.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else that you think you can think of to add on there? Or like things that you found? I mean,
I think we pretty much covered everything, but
yeah, well, I'm sure there's something we left out, but that's already like, that's a pretty long explanation.
Well, think about that couple that went over there from San Francisco just to visit on their honeymoon, and they both got it. Yeah, they both got really sick from it, and you know, of course, they come back and they have no idea what this is, and they just have a little headache. So it's going on for months and months, probably getting worse and worse. And then they keep going out in for tests. That's what's happening to all these people. Like, things that could be prevented by them putting up some flyers or telling people about this.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're probably not, because the tourists are just gonna, their money's just gonna go way down.
Well, one girl, she said they didn't even know. They said that the snails were climbing inside their water tanks and stuff, and they never really thought about it. And she said she didn't know. So if people spread the word on rat lung disease, that maybe she wouldn't have got it, you know? But it's just, there's not enough information out there on it.
Well, so that's the video I watched, is they were like, thank you so much for sharing this information and for putting it out there, because she's like, I saw one flyer and it had the worst information on there, and someone had scribbled on it. Like, it wasn't, like, the CDC is not involved, no one is involved in this, it's not a big deal yet. Yeah. I'm like, wow, okay. That's pretty scary.
Enjoy yourself in Hawaii if anybody wants to go.
Good luck.